You gonna lead us off this week? I did it last week.
I did it.
You did? You didn't do it last week. You tricked me last time with that shit.
They like your voice. You know, you got that big sexy voice. This is
Yes.
Norman Steele, Gangsta Chronicles, man.
Gangsta Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes.
If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth.
Gangsta Chronicles, this is not your average show.
Yeah, you know what it do. Welcome to another episode of the Gangsta Chronicles. Got the homies in the building.
Yeah, Big Steel. What up, Kato? We got Kato up in this motherfucker.
What's up, man? What's up, Steel? What's up, Eiht? Man, we chilling, man.
Yeah, we had to get you back up on the set again, dog, up on the show again because
It's family.
you know you was on the shit. I think you was on the 4th or 5th episode of Gangsta Chronicles.
Yep.
Like, a long time alumnus.
3 years ago, we was at the other spot. The other dudes was hosting though, but we had a dope interview though. Still, you know what I'm saying?
It was hot. It was some hot shit, man. So it's a lot of shit to talk about today, man. A whole lot of shit, man. I guess my boy Young Buck, he's selling that catalog, man. You know, I thought it went for a lot more though, man. 'Cause he had some hits.
Yeah, but studio album wise, what he had really solid too.
Yeah, about a solid.
A lot of it was group music and features. Other than that,
But that's a part of his catalog.
that album was
though.
banging though.
You know, 50 said he wanted his money. I ain't mad at that. A lot of people act like 50 doing something wrong with something. Man owed 50 250 racks. 50 said he wanted his motherfucking money.
Business.
And you're not playing. That's just business, dog. Why is it that because you got some money and you telling a nigga about what he owe you, you a bad man because you want yours back? Why is that? You ever go through that shit?
What's that?
When you
I was just reading on some shit right here. But what you asked me?
like when a nigga owe you money, why is it that people feel like because you may have some money and you on another nigga's head because he owe you some money, you the bad guy now just because you got some money? Like you ever let a homie hold something back in the day and he just didn't give you yours back because he felt like, well, nigga, you ate, you going out getting money every fucking weekend at these
A
shows.
lot of niggas feel like that. Yeah, I mean, it's been situations where I've done business with people or, you know, shit. I had a motherfucker who I gave a nigga when I was coaching football. I gave a nigga $3,000 to get a van from auction so I could drive the kids around. And the nigga took my $3,000, brought me back a piece of shit van. I told him I don't want this piece of shit. You get me? So you can either take the shit back and bring me a better van, or you can give me my bread back. So the nigga showed me another van, but he wanted me to give him another $1,000. I said, nah, man, just give my money back. Nigga, it's been about 8 years and I ain't never
Seen
heard
that
from
3
him.
racks yet.
Not the van or nothing. You might as well take
Nothing.
the regular.
Nigga I like, hey, fuck it.
Now
you
that-
know, not like, hey, I'ma work with you or I guess niggas be feeling like, nigga, you ate, nigga, you ain't tripping on
Yep,
that
right now
shit,
he done
you know?
he done counted every album you done released and song since
Niggas
then and
be
counted
like-
your McNuggets.
And then if a nigga like, I guess, you know, it's just like that, you know.
Niggas
Especially
forget
if
about
it's a motherfucker on the scale of just like you said, Kato, a nigga looking at you like, oh, nigga, you do this and you do that, nigga, and you supposed to be, hey, let me tell you something, niggas just automatically off the gate think, you know,
Yeah.
right now, nigga, we billionaires.
On my
Just
mama.
by us sitting on this podcast right now,
Crazy,
nigga,
like
we
we
making
got bills.
$1 million every
I got an
time
inbox
we
full of
speak.
total strangers.
You get me?
With a Cash App links and sending me stuff and
I used to
you
get
know what
that.
I'm saying?
You
Like a
get,
mug.
You get that. You get me?
But I did want to elaborate on what the operative word of what you said still about the 50 Buck situation is like homie. Buck and 50's relationship was business. You know what I'm saying? But Buck might feel he wants more homie treatment. But as we all know 50's track record, he don't spare no losses when it come to business with nobody except
no.
Tony Yayo. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you know what I'm saying? So you would think, you know, they had G-Unit, one of them historic groups, that he'd give his boy a pass or a hometown discount, but that's not reality. You know what I'm saying?
No, reality is business is business.
Yeah.
And I try to say that right now. Like, you don't want to cross friendships. And just like you tell motherfuckers, this has nothing to do with us personally.
Nope.
But business is business.
I had to
And
learn
when it
that.
comes to my motherfucking bread and, paying my bills and, paying college tuitions and, helping do this or that, man, it's about what I'm owed or what I gotta do, and I try to tell niggas all the time, we could be friends as a motherfucker, but when it come to business, and then I want you to know, and I'm gonna keep saying this shit, it has nothing to do with you personally.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, nigga, we could still smoke a blunt, crack open a beer or whatever, but when it come to business, I run my business just like a motherfucker, them corporate motherfuckers. You got to walk up into that and take that elevator up to the top floor, and you got to sit in the office and negotiate. Them motherfuckers ain't going to give you a break on nothing.
You better be.
If you
It's
was
all
giving
business.
breaks,
Every T is crossed, every I is dotted, every signature. So
On my mama.
I try to pattern my business like business.
and if you was conducting your business in a mannerism that they request you to conduct it in, you wouldn't even became eight.
Exactly. Yeah. Hell no.
Wouldn't even got to where you supposed to be if you was cutting corners like that, and everybody, they count your McNuggets.
And it's
man.
unfortunate,
Mm.
that you might go into, businesses or partnerships with so-called friends or people you've known for a long time or people whatever. But at the end of the day, shit is business, man, and we gotta learn, hey, this is what it gotta be, and people need to learn, this is boss. I'm a worker, or,
levels to
if
this.
I'm a 50-50 partner, we could get bought out, one nigga can decide to sell, or, if I'm in that position of business, that's just what it is. You get me? Let's keep the friend, let's not make it personal to where now you want to start talking shit, or you want to, nah, man.
Well, you know what I wonder though. On another note, had this been anybody else, because you don't see rock and roll people putting their business out there like that.
Yeah,
If it
yeah.
would have been a situation where one of the members of the Rolling Stones owed another member, you wouldn't hear nothing about it. It's only in our community.
You see some stories. I've watched some stories of rock and roll bands, and he was the writer, and they broke up because he was writing and he was getting more money for producing, and they wouldn't let Johnny write a song, and they just wanted to keep him a guitar player, and you're the drummer. I've seen a lot of those stories in rock and roll, and so because let's just face it, it's always somebody who's here, and then you got a motherfucker who here. That's just it. You get me?
Yeah.
Somebody discovered the group, or somebody started the group, or somebody started the label. And even though he's a member or he's part of the crew, in actuality, he owns the label.
I think 50, I think 50 took care of them dudes though, man.
Come
Because when you
on.
think about it, 50 made a point. I listened to him say something one time. He said when he had the G Unit brand, all of the cats, they come in there wearing Nike.
Everything else but G Unit, yeah.
that, and he getting them a check every month for that shit. So he cut all their checks off.
Mm-hmm.
He cut their money off. I'm not mad at the man because he's not the only one that's in bankruptcy court trying to get his money. I guess he got some shit with the IRS. Got some other stuff. I hope he get through it. That's a sad situation. I don't like to see no brother go through no financial
Especially with
hardship
that gang,
like
that
you know what I'm
RRS
saying?
gang.
Especially when you a cat that once had it all, apparently. You know what I mean? And now you got to go through this. But that's just business, bro. I ain't mad at him for taking his money at all, man.
A lot of the rappers that get put on and everybody they having so much fun, they making all that bread. Everybody wasn't always in tune with investing and starting their own stuff. You never think it's going to end.
Yeah, or taxes for that
especially-
matter.
Especially in that era that group was hot. A lot of them was youngsters and they didn't think it was going to end. They thought it was going to keep going. And then boom, all right, we got to pay this, unrecoup these hotels, these cases, that shit costs.
It's unfortunate.
Mhm.
Like I said, it's always a nigga who's up here, whose vision is greater, and then and those are usually the niggas who start and invest. You know what I'm saying? More. He started with G Unit, then decided, I'm niggas giving me opportunities now. I got an opportunity for a label, so fuck it, I'm gonna put y'all on. And then here come the niggas with the shoes, and we want to make you a shoe, and okay, everybody, that's just like being on a basketball team or football team. You're sponsored by Adidas. You gotta wear Adidas.
Sliding up in there with
you
these
can't
Pumas
come wearing
on.
these motherfucking Nike shoes up in here. You get me? So I mean, it's just certain shit. And then niggas be feeling like, nigga, I'm gonna wear what the fuck I want to wear. Okay, then let me cancel that Reebok check.
Yeah,
because you want to wear Nikes instead of G Unit tennis shoes.
It's just business. You
And
can't take business personal.
And that's the problem, because some niggas do take it personal. Some niggas be feeling like, and then you always get the streak of jealousy. 50 pulling up in the Rolls Royce and we jumping out of the van. He's staying in the big suite and we staying in the regular room. He flying first class and we back in coach. Some of that might fuck with niggas, instead of going like, nigga, I'm on the come up, nigga. I'm finna be, I'm finna ride this wave too, and I'm gonna invest.
Hustling.
Like you said, some niggas be like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Give me a crib, give me a couple of cars, buy me some chains, and
that's it. I'm good.
Fuck going and invest.
Features,
fuck
a couple
going to take
appearances.
fuck going to take my $250,000 advance and go invest in a water company or go open. Niggas be like, nigga,
land in
please,
Cashville.
nigga.
Nigga, I'm about to go ball.
Nigga, I'm about to go buy me a couple of Lolos, a Rolls Royce, nigga, a 6-bedroom house, floss on a nigga, and I'm good.
And Buck was the crowd favorite of the group other than 50 too. So it's like, he had action at branching off and being still successful, but
what was I never got into niggas' business. What was the cause of the fuck you?
He's in debt with 50.
I get all of that.
50 also paid his taxes.
What started all the fuck you, nigga? I'm not even fucking with you, young
I
buck.
think it's because 50 kept asking for his bread. Like, he was there for the nigga, like, 'cause he paid his taxes for him. He did some things, and I guess Buck had some unsavory things. I don't know what it was, because I'm not one of them cats to be in everybody's business neither.
Because you would think like, okay, nigga, if I'm paying your taxes and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, what was he owed records? And
well,
he
yeah, I guess.
What was it?
I guess Buck owes him 2 albums, and he never turned the albums in. So 50 told him multiple times, I guess, either give me the money or the music. But you can't take my money and then not give me.
And Buck did release a series of mixtapes after his departure that was pretty successful, that he could have just spent his albums. So
Yeah.
Because why did Buck decide, like, what? Did he feel like he wasn't getting any money? Did he feel like he wasn't getting no royalties?
I guess it's one of them things to where if you in debt, right, and you come somebody in 50 say, okay, man, I got you. I'm here go $250 or whatever. You owe me 2 albums, whatever, right? Whatever deal they made, right?
Okay, yeah.
When it come time to turn them albums in, you really ain't got nothing else coming, because you might have took that $250 and paid your bill. So you feeling like, well, man, I'm giving this up for nothing. Not thinking about this man just don't gave you $250,000.
Come on, man.
I don't know what their business was, and I don't have no dog in the game. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think it was just like 50 just seemed to me like he just a shrewd nigga with that business, dog.
Not playing. He gonna do you like them Jews gonna do you. You gonna run it.
We can't say nothing about no Jews, man. We love Jewish people.
Yeah.
The
decision makers. I'm gonna call them the decision makers.
We stay away
from
certain situations on this show.
Anything that begin with a J or a T or L, whatever.
We don't mess with the letters.
None of the letters. I ain't doing no alphabets.
I ain't mess with the letters, man.
I ain't even eating alphabet soup.
Like a gang sign, man. We don't mess with that hood, man.
Oh, my
not
mama.
at all. Not that we back away from certain shit.
Let me rephrase it more politically correct. He gonna do you just like them decision makers gonna do you. Mm-hmm. He ain't cutting no homie corner on that business.
I'm gonna even put it like this. He gonna do you like any motherfucker who's shrewd with business. Shit. Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, like shit, Puff Daddy. Like, nah, nigga.
You better get shrewd with it, or people will take advantage of you. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I've lent out so much money, dog, And I'm not talking about the little stuff. I'm talking about, like, to me, anytime you give a nigga over $500, dog, it's like, I'm talking about that, them 500s, them 1,000s. And I'm gonna tell you, I've had them same people that still might owe me $3,000 or $4,000 on low go back and talk about me like a dog. Like, seriously, I sit up here and look like, damn, this nigga still owe me money, dog. He's sitting up here talking about me like he crazy.
But was humble as a can of pie when he needed that change.
Oh,
though.
for sure. It ain't no
Now it's
problem.
that little 1,000. That punk ass. This nigga talking about some little ass 1,000. He up there with 8 every week. Man, fuck that.
Man, you got bread, man. You over here producing songs
Fucking
and
with
shit.
glasses. And
You over here.
seen him on
This
Malibu
nigga-
Most Wanted.
This motherfucker, yeah. This nigga got shows. This nigga got shows and Eat My Taco shows and
Tacos.
fucking Gangster Chronicles and shit.
He don't
And then
need
he
that
over there
shit.
with glasses and Eiht. He taking trips and shit.
You know
got
what
a
niggas
son,
don't-
got a motherfucking son of the fucking football
Oh, yeah,
player.
you really ain't getting no money now after that son.
You was-
They done cast.
you was
You ain't
ultimate,
getting nothing because
nigga.
of the boy.
Yeah, nigga, you ain't missing no. That nigga, matter of fact, nigga, loan me 1,000.
1,000
right now.
more.
And that's
I ain't gonna even say loan, nigga. Give
You
me
hear
a
the
give me
motherfucker
a thousand.
Let me
talk
nigga.
about
hold.
you
I
bad,
ain't gonna say,
motherfucker, dog, and talk about you bad, like, well, he did this to me and he stole this from me. I'm like, God damn.
Nigga, give me 1,000 right
You know
now.
what, Kato? For a long time, man, I went up in them buildings every day. I had a job as an executive, dog. And so people would wonder how I was able to do certain things because, nigga, I go to work. I have things that I do outside of this. You can do the same thing. You don't have to just come and do this show for an hour every week. You can come and do, if you count an average work week, which is 40 to 50 hours, hell, my nigga, you got 47 hours left in the week to go do something.
Yeah.
To go do something else. You feel what I'm saying?
But in the era of entitlement,
Oh, man.
this is an era of entitlement. And you get more. People so entitled, you don't even want homeboys.
Oh, no.
You be scared to have a partner now. It costs too much.
It turned out bad. That's why I always say, man, Eiht is the perfect partner, man, because he's famous and he has a career and he got stuff going on to where
Yeah.
he's just not sitting up here looking at me. I ain't just sitting up here looking at him. It's an equal relationship. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He do his thing. You know what I'm saying? If I can get Eiht on the phone over 5 minutes, dog, it's a momentous occasion.
I ain't doing shit, nigga. Loan me 1,000, nigga.
Go sit right back on that couch. Shit. Now, wow.
Shit.
Yeah, and
Shit.
not
I'm gonna
only-
send you my Cash App link.
I'm gonna tell you this. Not only is it the age of entitlement, we are in the era of the ratchet, of the most ratchet shit in the world. The most-
Ratchet.
back in the day, we called it ghetto. Like them, here come them ghetto ass niggas
Hoochie mamas then came back with a vengeance.
with a vengeance. What the girls say? My pussy pink. And
She said my coochie pink, my booty hole brown. Let me tell you something. I've been doing hip hop for a long time. No disrespect to the women. The women. Let me tell you something. Y'all, how we used to say, "Get it how you live." And at a point in time, I was, I represented the hood. Hood was everything to me. You get me? I spoke about it in my music, but it was a certain level that I knew that record labels wouldn't touch because of the shit we did. You had niggas like 2 Live Crew.
Shout out to Mr. Meg, salute, homies.
2 Live Crew used to make songs like what, Doodoo Brown and shit like that.
That coochie.
And
Doodoo
Pop That
Brown.
Coochie and all of that.
Me so horny.
They hated that shit. Them niggas went to jail a couple of times
Oh yeah, for sure.
because
Yeah.
of shit like that. But now in the day of having your own access to do shit, you really don't have a boundary of what can be said or viewed. The young ladies out here rapping about, and I don't know, like I said, some shit could be gimmick. You know what I'm saying? But some shit could be just
Shock value is
of
where the
of
value
of
at.
what is really when you grow up in the hood. You get me? I grew up in the hood, so we showed you certain shit. On the female aspect, you got a lot of horny ass niggas out here who love pussy, who love seeing, and now that a lot of females have access to grab the mic and speak about their experience of what they go through in the hood or dealing with niggas in the hood or having a hood nigga or a hood baby daddy or whatever. So you see a lot of that being expressed on a lot of the records, you get me? And yeah, and you always had a little nasty little thing in the hood. So I guess the visuals and the songs that some of these ladies are putting out nowadays, like I said, I grew up in the hood. We had hood rats. Is what we called them.
They just weren't rapping.
No, they wasn't. So no disrespect, ladies. Do what you got to do. But I would, having a daughter, I would probably, not want her to listen to some of the songs that are expressed by my lady artists today.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It's all in your opinion of how you like I said, because I grew up in the hood, so I know what that experience is.
Yeah,
but being a little older, I would I would have the direction. Because I even if, I see my daughter today or something, if I see her on a picture with her ass out or something like that, I'm going to hit her and be like, take that shit down. You get me? I mean, that's just the expression that for what I see.
Yeah.
Because, like, you got some crazy ass niggas out here, man.
Yeah.
So just watch yourself, ladies. You feel me?
Yeah, you got some crazy ass niggas out here for sure that may not take that because me being behind the scenes of entertainment, a lot of times all that stuff is an act, dog.
Act, yeah.
And do you and just like, and not to cut you off still, but do you think like they in competition with, like, let's see who can make the nastiest song and let's see who can,
I think it's like the female version of drill, but they use it with the sexual shock value with their lyrics, how like got the other niggas talk about gangster shit to where they go do it. These girls talk about who can
because
get.
I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked about what I
singing.
I'll be shocked about what I hear.
When I first heard that one, I'm like, damn. I hope Lyric and True ain't off this one.
And please believe it's an executive.
Then it's their mamas bumping it too in the car with the kids because it's they jam.
Yeah, for real.
Because ain't no grandmas.
But check this out, though, dog. Please believe, though, both of y'all, that it's an executive in these buildings, and one of these buildings
gatekeeper.
that got a girl up there, he trying to figure out what to do with. Oh, she got some talent, but I got to try to figure out an image for her. And he looking at Meg, he looking at all these other girls, man. Fuck that. We go put some tight ass leggings on your ass, and you go bend over and shake that booty.
Yeah, you gonna come in Lauryn Hill, you gonna leave Glorilla.
Cause see, I'm gonna tell you.
But really, who's coming in Lauryn Hill?
Not no more.
No,
they haven't seen nobody make it rapping like that or rapping. There's nobody been a success on far as lately I could think of in women music. It hasn't been no conscience, or not even just conscience, just regular. Really, it's got to be sexualized or people closing their ears. They're not even gonna put no money behind that.
The days of Queen
what I'm saying?
Latifah and Lauryn Hill and MC Light, I think all that's done, my nigga. That's
even Salt and Pepper, man. Like,
yeah,
I mean, like, I get it. We got Little Kim, we got Foxy Brown, and shit. I was listening to Lil Kim on the way up here. You get me? I listened to it. Lil Kim was on,
but she had lyricism too, though.
Yeah, because they can sit up in there with the big boys.
Well, you can't. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Can you
and
say
actually rap? You know what I'm saying too. A lot of these are just it's a style rap.
Do you feel like there's no lyricism?
I ain't.
Not with some of the shit. You know what? Let me.
Do you
find
like?
What's the name of that song?
I like Scarlett. You know what I'm saying? Female from New York. Far as
she's the new.
You know what I'm saying? Far as something that's not on that, but still out here on the lady.
What's the girl's name? My coochie pink and my booty hole brown. What's her name?
Big sexy red.
Big sexy red.
Big sexy red lyrics. Let me see if I could.
Lotto pretty smooth. She, you know. I seen her on the show, and they changed. You seen them change her image because on the show she's a totally different type.
Like
of
I said,
rapper. You know what I'm saying?
I'm all for the female artists. You know what I'm saying? Because I come from the era where it was just a different time. Female artists didn't, they didn't promote themselves as far as sexuality.
They wanted to get out of that look. They wanted y'all to respect
the
them.
lyrics,
All
and
right.
then another thing is because it was so dominant by men that the women didn't want to come in on some pussy shit to be sexualized like, oh, you just a pussy
that was a
rapping
thing.
bitch or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So we had to fucking MC Lights. We had to fucking even back to fucking Roxanne Shante.
My
You
mama.
know, she was a spitter. Salt and Pepper, Queen Latifah, Money Love, fucking, we didn't get sexualized in our rap really till, to me, Lil Kim and Foxy Brown came out.
Yeah, 'cause the
That
Brat-
was
'cause the Brat
sexy.
wa- the Brat was totally the opposite.
Brat
She
was
was like one of
Brat
us.
was the homeboy.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
Hey, okay, if y'all call these lyrics, I'm out here in Miami looking for the hoochie daddies. Where they at? Where the niggas that get ratchet? Where they at? My son need a new pappy.
But see, that's
Too many
That's
bitches.
stepdaddy hop.
Where the niggas at? I'm trying to get my coochie scratched. I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. You know them dreadheads do it best. I'm like a nigga. I like a nigga with a check. All my niggas give me neck. You know I'm sexy. I'm the best. I'm the shit, little bitch. I'm that. You know it. I can't say his name because he be cheating. Yeah, and I'm the reason. Ah ha ha ha. Niggas love a bad bitch. What Suki say? Nut on my tits.
Okay.
Them lyrics, dog, that sound just like some.
That's way far
grade-
from who you
that's-
calling a bitch?
It's simplicity because
AI wrote that
it's
rap.
it's how can I put this? It's simplicity because when you think about that, you got to think about it's still homegirls in Compton who run in the pack. Fuck a nigga. Bitch, I beat your ass. It's still homegirls in the pack in Long Beach, in Texas, in Atlanta, in Tennessee. They're fucking 15 to 25. And they'll go, bitch, I beat your motherfucking ass. Bitch, what you looking at, ho?
And that's they
Yeah,
stuff.
your nigga want me, ho. That's the mentality of that shit right there. So when you get a motherfucker to get on a record and get the barking, the anthem for all those bitches, they go, you goddamn right,
It's gonna
bitch.
be all kind of Ultimas
Do
that
you
oil
understand
changes
me?
rolling the hood, bumping
That's
that
what
shit.
they represent. Just like,
Color weave.
listen, just like I represented every fucking gang banging nigga from here to New York,
Use it to
and
drive
every
by.
young ass nigga who felt like nigga, fuck you, this the hood and whoop-de whoop.
So would you say they like female gangster rappers almost?
I wouldn't say they gangster rappers, but
Represent for the hood?
they represent they're female representatives of a place and time that will never be forgotten. I don't give a you
Sound of
get me?
ratchetness.
It will never be, you get me?
Yeah.
Watts is gonna always be here.
Yeah.
You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Projects in New York, Atlanta, fucking like
The wards, all that
Poverty-
is gonna be here.
poverty is never going anywhere. And unfortunately,
That's the
a
sound.
lot of us grow up in that situation where we walk outside our door and it's 10 to 15 motherfuckers who growing up just like us. You understand me?
And all
And,
of
and I'm a female. I'm fucking 17, 18. I done fucked me about 3 or 4 hood niggas. Got me 2 or 3 kids. It's hard out here. You
a
get
lot
me?
of those little girls done sat in the back seat while daddy was bumping Too Short on the way to dropping them off at school. So they inspired, it was just
It's just
double-edged sword.
Let me tell you something. It's hard
It's a
for
reality.
any.
That's their reality.
It's hard for any motherfucker who's 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 and they mama still and they daddy still living in poverty, and they going to school with all the neighborhood kids. Now, not saying that you can't be a success story from that, but a lot of it, maybe it starts right here. Maybe the success of her her success of breaking the motherfucking chain is her being successful to where in a few years, when the maturity sets in, it could be I'm doing something positive.
Yeah,
I'm helping the youth.
compared to what,
my kids is going to school and finna graduate and go to college, and I was able to take some of that money, and because like I said, right now, it's about, like she said, nigga, this, and the crazy shit about it, this is what motherfuckers want.
And that's what I was about to say. It ain't, and we don't want it to come across like we condemning, but that's their reality. The new generation, the new little mama, little niggas running around.
That was my reality.
That's their reality.
You
know what I'm saying?
That was my reality.
And then
they
dealing with different type of guys too.
That was my reality.
You know what I'm saying? In their little world, like
I was you able to break that when you able to get yourself out of that fucking poverty situation. You get me? My mama didn't gangbang. My father didn't gangbang, but I grew up in the hood. So I was a reflection of that. You get me? Now, if my mama was still living in Gulfport, Mississippi, and we was somewhere else, who knows what product of that environment I would have became. Yeah. But when my parents divorced and my mama moved to fucking Compton when I was 5 years old, it's over. You get me? Ain't no daddy in the house. My older sister was fucking with the gangbanging niggas. So that's a reflection of ain't nothing else for me. Yeah. What do I see? You get me? Yep. And when you go to the structure of who do you look at as somebody positive, nigga, I don't see a motherfucking thing around here. I see niggas down the street serving.
The Adora suit on.
I don't see no situation to where it's better. So that was the product. And when I started rapping, it was the same shit. Nigga, I'm talking about Tragnew Park. I'm talking about drive-by killings. I'm talking about selling dope. I'm talking about fucking hood rats and bitches who hoes and police who beat.
So it's the same shit.
It's the same shit when you grow up in that. You get me?
These little girls now is talking about they getting lit, licking on their buddy. They baby daddy ain't shit.
You know what? You know what it is.
With this nigga sliding with this nigga and creeping.
It's the fucking Eminem syndrome. Like, yeah, bitch. I'm broke. Yeah. And I'm in poverty. So what? I'm in the hood. I'm in the hood. I'm fucking with hood. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, and I'ma just keep because if I wasn't rapping and I wasn't this is still the fucking reality, right? I'm still fucking with hood ass niggas. I still got me 2 and 3 baby daddies or whatever. I'm still out here trying to hustle. My nigga selling dope. This nigga gang banging. I'm living on the block in the hood. My homegirl fuck with a nigga who banging and selling dope. So I'm just gonna start speaking about it, because really, it's going on whether I put it on a record or not. You get me?
Well, I guess
it's like she said, look, if I put it on the record or not, my coochie is peaking, my booty
and it's still gonna be brown.
You get me? you get me?
I mean, they don't want to hop in the car.
In reality, a bitch still go have a kid, and she gonna be like, fuck my baby daddy, nigga. I don't fuck with you. So yeah, nigga, my son need a new pappy. Yeah, nigga, because fuck that nigga. That nigga in jail or he gone for whatever or he fucking with that bitch across town. You get me?
That's their reality.
And she gonna tell you in a minute, I love fucking with me a ratchet ass nigga. You goddamn right. A nigga who will pull a gun on you. A nigga who will rob your motherfucking ass or beat your motherfucking ass. I love it. So, yeah, I'm just finna tell you the reality of, and when you say is these lyrics, she going, hell no, these ain't lyrics. Nigga, this shit went on yesterday.
It was yesterday. This was this morning.
You know what, though, man? If you got young people out there getting their money, dog, like this, get your money.
I mean, at the end of the day,
I'm mad at
That's what
dog.
the street. That's what
Because it could be
the
way
consumer
worse.
is consuming that. So can't stray away from it.
because the motherfucker can be on the record telling you, yeah, nigga, I want my pussy stretched or I want my dick sucked, and in actuality, they could go home and be the quietest, humblest
Marriedest,
motherfuckers on the
regularest.
planet. So, you know, you never know what shit is for today. And like I said, the females have figured it out. Shit, what the fuck? I'm gonna talk about getting my booty hole dug out, or I'm gonna
Let me
talk
ask y'all
about.
this. Why y'all think it's so hard for these, because the West Coast ain't had a girl take off in a minute, dog.
Ooh.
I had a theory behind that, man.
And it's crazy because we got some hood rats
some
here,
spitters.
and we
Yeah,
got
so
some
that's what I'm saying,
ratchets here.
especially
I ain't
with
even
rappers
talking.
like
I ain't even talking about the spitters.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just talking about on the ratchet get out.
Oh, it's a whole bunch of them.
Like, so why haven't we had a successful ratchet on the West Coast?
That's a hell of a question, man.
Because we've had that golden era of females.
Yeah.
We've had Yo-Yo and Rage, and we've had, you know,
Silky Fine.
yes, you know, Medusa.
Medusa, the
We've had that era
Mhm.
of female rappers.
Yep.
Because just like I said, females don't want to be defined from our era as because we've had enough. Oh, you a bitch. You a hoe. You a hood rat. You a strawberry. So our female rappers came out on the fuck that
They
nigga.
want to sit at the table with the
I'm gonna sit at the
homies,
table.
like,
I'm gonna
get it.
flow just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
Why haven't we been successful with a Cardi B or a fucking Nicki Minaj
my
or a
thought is?
fucking Big Sexy Red or a
what I-
Glorilla?
That's a
I'ma
cold.
tell
That's
you
a
why.
cold one question.
I think, man, LA in particular go so hard on the female, man. You got to remember.
We
Bitches
wouldn't
ain't
allow
shit.
nobody to.
This the place where bitches ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what I just said,
Yeah,
right?
Bitches ain't shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. You know what I mean? Bitch. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, dog.
Mm-hmm.
California as a whole is almost like a pimp player state.
Yeah.
Gangsta pimp player state. So it's like, nigga, we telling the women, stay in your place.
Pull that shit if you want to.
You know, don't jump up. Whereas where they at, dog, you know, I'm from the Midwest, dog. A broad to slice your throat out there. You used to see broads walk around with razors in their motherfucking mouth in Cleveland, dog.
Giving niggas $150s.
You know what I'm saying? A broad to go down act like she about to give you some head, dog, and cut your dick off. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It was just like,
Yeah.
It's
real-
just
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know why though. Because
That's
even
what
if
it
you
is.
look at the young lady, the Scarlett,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
She's getting so much love off of simplicity of just I'm just representing New York on some hard aspect shit, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, we've had hard like Rage. Rage is hard.
So do you think with her, when
But
it's time
Rage
for her
is-
to go in that meeting with the big boys and it's cut a check, they're going to say, but we need one. We need one that's going to flip over and cross over. Women crossover music is the ratchet music.
I think it's
Cardi did it.
Cardi, what was it? Wet Ass Pussy was her song or something?
Well, you know, the
You know what I'm
first one was, her breakout song was the Bodak Yellow song.
yeah, and Cardi was on some hood shit. You
We
know,
were so yearning for somebody different post Nicki, and that was kind of the only energy that could match Nicki. Now it's a gang of women now. At one time, Nicki was like the long-standing woman rapper, and then when the awards come, she in the category with Taylor Swift and Beyonce because there wasn't no girl rappers.
Well, one thing about Nicki, and you know, I know people may say Cardi don't write her shit, but she knows how to deliver it.
Yeah.
So Cardi, her shit sound good. She's got good ass music, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And she got the shit she do. And I think what won a lot of people over to Cardi was her personality.
Yeah.
She was just like a regular girl.
Cardi won over a lot of people because of being on that TV show shit.
Yeah.
That's where she won over a lot of people. So when she jumped into the rap arena, it was already set up because she was fan favorite of
It was
a
a good
lot
underdog
of people
story, too.
because of the
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a
People
good
fuck with
underdog
her.
story,
I
too.
fuck with
'cause they
Cardi,
liked her
you know what I mean?
personality, yeah.
and like you said, her personality was like I don't give a fuck, and I'm just gonna be me and whatever, and it don't give a
And
fuck.
when her rise came, we seen Nicki shut up for a minute until Cardi started having babies and chilling. That's when You know what I'm saying? Because remember, they don't really rock, but like you seen it. I always felt like this about Nicki. She dope as hell. I followed her back when she was on the mixtapes. But when it was some competition finally came for her, because it wasn't no other rappers when she 08, 07, 06, 09, woman rappers like that.
Nicki kind of had that shit.
Remy Ma was gone. You know what I'm saying? So wasn't nobody to be the anti of that. So when she blew out of the water and then we got a new fresh face, we was clamoring for something new that was kind of like in the middle.
Yeah, but see, Nicki a beast on that microphone. She got
Yeah,
some good
and
shit.
good performer and
You
like
know,
say,
Nicki got some
energy
good
and all
shit.
that.
Can she fuck with a Remy Ma? Probably not. Remy Ma like battling a nigga. Almost.
That stint in jail threw her off. Cause them was her peak years. That 7 years.
Yeah, them was her
Them
peak
was her
years.
peak years.
Then you had Cardi came in, and I agree with Eiht, like you said, because Cardi was the underdog. And she go tell you her imperfections. My teeth fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She the type of
Once that bitch said I got the
gas.
bag in my teeth, it was like, oh shit. What we gonna do now? She made them bitches start getting married. But just wasn't thinking about getting married for baby girl.
That's what I'm saying. And see, shit. The thing is, man, with all
Domesticated
this shit,
the ratchetness.
Like, you see, Erykah Badu just I guess she had some things to say about Blueface.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I don't really, I don't follow that too much.
Yeah, I don't either, because you know what my thing is this. I never wanted to be the old nigga dissing everything all the young niggas was doing.
Definitely.
Because we
Talking
was
about what his thing is with Lil Mama.
Yeah, I guess
I
with the pregnant broads.
Me having 3 daughters, that's crazy as hell.
I don't pretty much, because I don't like you said, you don't want people to think you have an opinion of whatever. But you can. But there's just certain shit that I don't fuck.
And
with.
there's certain shit we ain't supposed to like, my nigga. We old ass niggas. You know, there's certain shit I'm just not gonna listen to. There's certain shit that's just not gonna be my vibe. Now I'm gonna tell you this, and my kids grew up suburban like a motherfucker. I bet you my daughter know who the fuck Big Sexy Red is and know all that shit.
I've never to call mine and ask
know
who
what
people
all
is.
that shit
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Because that's they shit, dog. It's not for me.
Yeah.
I'm still a nigga that's in the car listening to this nigga, listening to Scarface, listening to whole fucking with Cool G rap. That's my shit, because that's my era. Now, some of the young shit I like. Some of the shit I like from these new niggas. I fuck with the new niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because hip-hop has to continue to grow, dog. It just can't be the same old niggas the whole time, but that don't mean necessarily that the OGs gotta go nowhere. It's a lane for every fucking body, dog. Hip-hop is just turning 50 years old, my nigga.
Yeah,
Right.
just turning 50.
It's just turning 50, so it was inevitable that you was gonna see some 60-year-old rappers. Some 50, 60-year-old rappers. Now that shit is pretty normal, dog.
Yeah.
Back in the day, dog, I remember I got told by an executive, dog, dude from Jive Records, man, said that he would never sign a rapper that was over 24 years old. And that was just 12 years ago.
And why is that?
You know what? I think that's what they thought. You got to remember, the people that's in
Well, as an executive that you have been, would you sign a 50-year-old rapper?
You know what, dog? It depends on what the fuck he had going on. If that nigga got a hit record, hell fucking yeah. Because I'm going to tell you like this. You can have a 50-year-old rapper that might, I'm pretty sure any nigga that's rapping at 50 ain't just started rapping. If that was the case, shit, Rick Ross wasn't supposed to ever get on. 2 Chainz wasn't never supposed to get on. Them niggas that got on in their late 30s.
Right.
In mid to late 30s. I know for a fact Ross had been swinging his blade in the South for years, dog. For years, he was just a nigga. So you couldn't say, oh, this is just a nigga that wait till he turned 36 to start rapping. No, he just finally found that right record that resonated with everybody.
And that's the only genre of music that tears down and has all these stipulations. That's like telling your uncle, put your saxophone down. Like, you know, telling your grandma.
Why do you feel the younger generation of hip-hop despises the older generation of hip-hop?
I don't
because
think it's
you
all
hear
of
a
it,
lot of it's not all, but you hear a lot of young rappers commented. They comment on old nigga, old school, old this, old nigga, old rapper, old this, old that. Why do you think that is? Or do you think that they are afraid that niggas are still can be in competition? Or do you feel that they are just like, because niggas are still relevant, you can still mention a Busta Rhymes or MC8 and people go, oh yeah, I know Whoopty Whoop, or do you feel that they feel it blocks their, because I just feel like if
100% for sure some of these young niggas got in their mind, oh, well, they need to just go ahead and let us do this. Or they feel like, some people feel like this. He should be helping me push my shit.
right, there you
He
go.
should be helping me push my shit.
You put down
he
the
just-
mic.
Why don't you just put that shit down and come and do what I want you to do? I've had other podcasts tell me, man, you should just focus on our stuff. And it's like, so just saying, fuck all this show that's making me all this money. I should just come fuck with you so you can make all the money now.
Right,
That's what you're
definitely.
pretty much saying. When it should be a mentality, dog, this. Don't nobody owe nobody nothing, dog. Nobody has to come in and help you fulfill your dream or fulfill the fantasy that you got of becoming a rapper. You don't owe it to nobody in Compton 8 to go back and say, hey man, I'm gonna put my career that's still really viable, I make a lot of money at, to come and push the line on you. That may not work. Even if you get that, what they don't understand is even if they get this man's endorsement or the next nigga's endorsement, it don't always ensure you gonna be successful.
Yeah.
Look how many niggas go. Dre is probably arguably the best hip hop producer of all time. He's had niggas that didn't make it out of there.
Definitely.
So it ain't no guarantee it's all on what you do. Now you think about it, when Ross finally took off, I don't know who the nigga is that made that hustling beat.
Yeah.
It was just a record that worked. You feel what I'm saying? He
Exactly.
got a record that worked, and it was on from there, and he's proved to be a prolific songwriter, rapper, and all that. Ross got one of the best beat selections in the game to me. He's a polished rapper. So yeah, Eiht, I think definitely, dog, I think you dealing with a group of people that work in these offices, and that's what I used to fight all the time. That's why I'm no longer up in them buildings. People that didn't know, they didn't care about the culture. They didn't know about the culture, right? Now, if it's some nigga I meet in the street that decide he going through a midlife crisis and on the side of that 50, he gonna become a rapper, I'm gonna tell this nigga, man, take your ass home and take care of your grandkids, dog. Go do something with your kids, or go invest your time in putting one of these young niggas out. But if it's a nigga, dog, that I know don't been in his grind, he got some shit, why the fuck not?
I don't think it should be like that. It's like, they say, oh, you too old to be. No, you might be too old to be rapping about what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Not making music.
Right.
You got to understand, a lot of niggas be like, they rappers, but we make music.
Exactly.
When you make music, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no timeline to it. It's the timeline of what you talking about. Might be outdated, but if your shit dope, it's funky and relevant, and it's moving moving toes of the crowd or the mind, I mean,
And
come
I'm gonna
on.
tell you this. I started listening to Too Short, dog, when I was a kid. He had jamming ass songs, then he got jamming ass songs now. I don't never want Too Short to put the microphone down. What for? I still enjoy Too Short. E40 still a bad motherfucker. It seems like he get better every
That's
year.
a prime example.
This nigga
You know what
right
I
here is still a cold nigga on the mind. To me, his new shit is better than his old shit.
Somebody out there. Yeah, E40 is one rapper that that broke the mold on all that, because when he went Tell Me When to Go was one of the times with a whole narrative of y'all need to stop doing it, woo, woo, woo. Then Tell Me, he come out with the youngsters with that joint, rejuvenated his whole career. Think about growing dreads, let him growing.
Yeah,
He stayed with the
40
same
Water is still a
jam
hard
with the
nigga,
new
dog.
sound.
40 Water seemed like he don't had a resurgence to me. The nigga is always
Finally
sharp
can
as a tack.
understand him.
Yeah, but he always sharp as a tack though.
Yeah.
He's selling this wine to me. That's what these young niggas should look up to and admire and be like, man, this nigga right here doing this shit. He's where hip hop has grown to be, dog. Remember Eiht when they was saying that this shit wasn't gonna last?
Definitely. It was hard to try to, back in my days, it was hard to get a record deal. That was like a fantasy, you know what I'm saying? To get a fucking record deal, like, to be a fucking nigga living in poverty and single moms and struggling and not knowing what the fuck you gonna do with life. A fucking record deal?
Yeah.
It was unthought of. So, but it's a different time and a different era now. You get me? Shit, I can go in my kitchen and make a song and put it out. And so the access is different, and I just feel like, a lot of artists may feel like, I'm the hot relevant motherfucker, and then you still got niggas talking about this nigga or this nigga. You get me? So
that's the thing, man. Speaking of ratchetness and women, man, Trey Songz got some issues right now, man.
Tremaine.
He got some issues right now, man. He got some shit going, man. I guess old girl is suing him, man, for $10 million or some shit like that.
Then
man.
he just beat something a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah, that Bill Cosby
On the same lines of.
Yep, $10 million. Trey Songz sued for $10 million, accused of groping and exposing a woman's breast.
R&B niggas ain't no joke, boy.
Man, but you know
Rushing these bitches.
You mentioned 2 Live Crew earlier. That's how I got in the industry, was through 2 Live Crew, through Mr. Mix and them. I used to help them dudes out doing little stuff and like that, right? And I remember, man, when they went on stage, dog, they would invite girls on stage, and if you went up on that stage, your top was coming off.
You already know it.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some motherfucker. The way shit is going now, dog, you gonna have somebody come from the day.
Yeah, but
then it's such a hustle when you sit up there and look at
because
videos like that where she's very much enjoying herself.
Right.
Like it's like she's honored.
They done went and found a video from what, 10 years ago? I don't know when did they say this happened?
This is 10 years ago.
Okay, so they done went and dug up a video where a nigga walked up and like looked like they all at a little pool party, drunk, having fun.
She's smiling and laughing.
She's giggling and smiling and laughing about the incident.
But you see what color she is, right?
Come on.
And I'm gonna tell you what this is all about.
Is it about a money grab?
It's a money grab, and the fact she's a little white girl, they gonna give it to her too, because she's sitting up there kikiing and laughing. Ain't no telling if she done went back there and blew his whole top down.
My nigga got $10 million.
You know, that's the thing, man.
You get me? Like,
he been having a lot of hell of a case. His case has been hell of
about it like this,
lately.
He ain't gotta have $10 million, because if he tell that broad he got $1 million for it, she gonna take it and go get on.
I'm just saying, period. Like, but so they gonna let her? Oh man, this shit is all of this is because the stem of the Megan fallout, right?
Well, see, the alleged incident took place in August of 2013.
Okay, so why it take you 10 years after I go through and another thing? None of this shit was presented during this whole case and trial and all of that. And the minute they convict the nigga and say they finna send him away, now here come, oh, well, he exposed my breast 10 years ago.
Well, this is what it was. I guess this took place at the Foxwoods Resort Casino on a Nantucket Pequot Tribal Nation Reservation in Connecticut. Neverson was hosting the event. The woman wanted to take a photo with the artist. She was working as a business analyst for a local liquor distributor and said the situation made her feel ashamed, embarrassed, and anxious about whether or not her colleagues had seen her breasts. Now, I'm going to tell you this. If I'm somewhere with my wife and some clown come and grab her and pull her thing down, my wife is going to be upset, swinging, talking shit. You going to see me busting.
Not going to smile.
It ain't no smiling. She was on there looking like she had a good time, dog.
She's happy she got shows.
And then my thing is, I like I said, I just don't want to turn it like that, but like, could it have been some kind of prior interaction to where he felt like it was cool for him to walk up and do that? Because I know motherfuckers be drunk and stupid, but goddamn, nigga, you just walking up to strange ladies and pulling their tits out?
Yeah.
So
he should have known better, man.
This is what I'm saying. Was there some kind of prior interaction to where he felt like it was cool to walk up and do that? Because it wasn't like she turned around, looked at him, and slapped the shit at him.
Wasn't shocked.
She didn't run out the room like, oh my God, I'm embarrassed. She sat there with an open mouth, giggling like, oh my God, he just showed my tit. You get me? So was it some prior interaction? Because if that was my broad, she'd have turned around and slapped the shit out of me.
That's what I'm saying.
You get me?
She got fired.
Or something would have happened, but it turned into a situation like you said. She's sitting there smiling and giggling. So
she could have been very nervous too and didn't know what to do but do that. I'm not saying because I wasn't there, dog, but
yeah, but still.
But 10 years later, though, bro.
But my thing is, it's still gonna be some kind of incident to where you finna be let known that wasn't cool. You feel me?
That's all I'm saying.
You finna
10
be.
years.
I'm finna turn around and be like, why would you do that? And then I'm finna be like, oh, you get me? It wouldn't be an incident to where I'm standing there giggling and laughing, and everybody's standing there, and then I'm still.
'Cause
I'm
I'ma tell
still
you as a
here.
lived a
man-
decade of your life after this incident. And since this, it's a trend
So
now,
you've been
it's a movement, and
so what? You've been watching him for 10 years,
and
what?
Yeah,
Did,
like,
did you not feel like 3 years ago it was appropriate to do,
and since it's
or
so
the year after that? Or
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you watched his career. I
Yeah.
mean, at any given time you could have been like, "Oh no, I'm finna hit this motherfucker right now."
Mm-hmm.
It to me, it's like a setup to where, okay, now he's been convicted of the Meg shit, so you're definitely gonna win now. You get me?
Yeah.
Because
It's
who wants more negative press? You get me? So let's just like a lawyer gonna tell you. Let's reach for the fucking moon and hope we get the stars. You
Well,
get me?
You know what? And then I'm gonna tell you this too. It's obviously video footage of this stuff out there. We just saw the video, right?
Yeah.
Ain't no telling if her daddy's sitting at home looking on. Cause see, nowadays it ain't like back in the day where you could do some shit and nobody ever see it. Nowadays, your daddy could be sitting up in the bathroom looking at the phone, and all of a sudden some shit pop up.
In
about his daughter,
2013, the
and he
internet was active, so it ain't like that was in the prehistoric times where the
yeah,
video
but her
just
people coulda
surfaced.
just saw it. You know what I'm saying?
Internet
Somebody,
was
so
popping
now she got act like
2013.
she was highly upset and offended. Oh, I didn't know what to do. Oh,
It's because it's a whole movement protecting and advocating this type of stuff. Who's to protect artists, actors, and when these women are in these settings in hopes to meet these kind of guys and
Who
get
the
some,
fuck is holding some video
it's-
shit from
yeah.
10 years ago on their phone or something? Like,
man, I can
You
barely
can claim anything now. You guilty by the accusation nowadays. Public
for real.
opinion guilt is way deeper than the court guilt now.
Man, the court of
You
public
can win the
opinion
case
is
and
a
still got to
motherfucker,
civilly
dog.
pay.
The court of public opinion. I don't have niggas tell me what I'm doing, dog, that don't know nothing about me. Write me whole motherfucking scriptures on Instagram. You did this to such and such, and you did this
Wow.
you still getting blamed for fucking with people, man.
all the time, dog.
still
I'm
get-
the
you
cause
still
everybody
getting-
And let them know you're doing something, huh?
You
They're
still
attacking
getting blamed, man. They
the
still
time.
mad at what you did, huh?
all the time. You know what? It's a main 2 or 3 niggas, dog. The same.
They
niggas.
still going, they just go at you.
And they make it themselves every point, every time. They tell me I ain't fucking with y'all, but here they come every week with the same old shit.
yeah.
They up under
Still-
every video.
still
dog,
you
my
still-
Instagram.
You getting blamed still.
Still on still.
You fucked off. You fucked off the show, man. How could you do that to him? How could you? I mean, I ain't fucking with you no more, still. And then tomorrow, you see him there again.
Change.
It's me again. It's me again. Yeah, fuck you again. Yeah, and I'll be back tomorrow.
I lost their motherfucking mind, man. You know what though? One thing I want to clear up though, man. I don't think no man should put his hands on no female if he ain't invited to do so, dog. You shouldn't do it. And I do think that women do have the right to seek retribution, as do men. Because I'm gonna tell you what I didn't like when I would go on a road with my artist or whatever, dog. You gotta. This is an era of aggressive ass women. I don't have women grab my ass before a dog or try to grab me and my shit. And I almost stole on the motherfucker before, dog. I don't
Getting
know
sued.
Mm.
She gonna sue
you. How
you.
many women you don't have Eiht don't one came and just grabbed you or did some shit to feel like you a rapper?
I didn't have that.
Cause you probably so standoffish.
Yeah, I was standoffish and I was unapproachable. So, I didn't give that of what, ooh, I'm gonna run up and grab him on the ad. No, I represented a different type of nigga when I was going out. So I didn't get approached by those type of females. I didn't look like the money. I didn't look like the money play, or I didn't look like I looked like the nigga who would turn around and probably tell niggas to jump your ass, or
all of that shit
I would probably, a lot of females would say, "Oh, you was the unapproachable nigga," because you look like So I didn't get none of that. I didn't get women grabbing on the ass or, hey, nigga, let me,
I mean,
I
and
didn't
then
get that.
you be the what if you was the nigga that sat up there and you in the day where we all was rocking and rolling outside, you out there on the news because some girl grabbed you in the swipe. They looking like this bitch ass nigga. You supposed to be happy. You supposed to be happy the bitch was on you.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, back in those days, nigga, what's wrong with you, nigga?
Yeah, so it's like
I
that's
think
crazy.
about it now like this though, dog. You in the era now, dog.
Nigga called you one of them letters, man.
on, man, you Ain't no him too movement, nigga.
Come on, man.
Now, check this out though.
Two-step ass nigga.
You finding out now though, dog. It's like I see these teachers, right? They get caught for fucking these students, these 15, year old students and shit like that, right? The women. And you look at these women and be like, damn, she over there fucking with little kids? And these little niggas is really, just think about the era we in, though.
They're not feeling attractive at home, and the husband's not doing something or whatever. Making Mary Poppins feel like that she got a
That's
little,
just not a trend
she
that
got
just
she got a little horny
Nah,
little 15-year-old dick hard and shit, and she's feeling like shit. I'm feeling attractive and good.
Teacher going home now with an IG
Man,
page.
please,
That's a totally
man.
different person
Please.
on there. Facebook page got
Because
videos
these
all OnlyFans.
young little boys is coming into
Computer
their little
vision.
sexuality and they looking at girls on Instagram or bikinis and all. Man,
And they get a
please.
chance to knock somebody
At
down
15
30,
years
32
old,
years
you
old.
get the yeah,
Come
cause
on.
nigga, she finna blow you down.
I wouldn't have
She
told on
finna
my
get you
teacher.
some good grown
That's what I'm
pussy.
saying, though, Kato. This ain't just started happening. So that means tell me that these little niggas nowadays just can't keep their mouth shut. Because I'm going to tell you, it was the homies was
We
knocking
got
teachers
we
down
got
by
internet.
the
We
dog.
got internet and
Got the
shit
internet.
now, man.
You can't tell me you
You
ain't
got
got no nigga in high
internet
school
and
that told you
shit
he
now,
knocked
man.
teachers down.
Come on. You can't be 15 living at home with your parents fucking your teacher. They gonna find out.
Hey, let me ask you
Mama
this.
gonna go through your phone or they got
on.
something where they can go through your shit. They done seen Miss Mary send you a couple of ass shots.
man.
Man, come
Hey, Let
on.
me ask you this.
I got
Back in the day,
detention.
when you was around 15 to 16, you knew some niggas that was fucking the old broad in the hood. Somebody like, oh, nigga, you fucking her. She 30. Nigga, she 29. She 35.
That was me. I was that
I
dude.
stroked me an older woman.
I was that
I stroked
homeboy.
me an older woman when I was younger. I mean, it was like I said, it wasn't frowned upon.
Look, that's what I'm saying. I went to Crenshaw. And
Hey,
still, I
my nigga
I
said
went to
it
Crenshaw.
wasn't
My
frowned
girlfriend dropping me
upon.
off. I got a grown ass woman. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Like I'm going to school and getting dropped off by my bra.
All you get is
Do you feel like you've been abused?
I
or
was
anything?
honored.
Yeah, I
I was the G at the dice game. I was like,
This nigga still said.
"Hey, Kato, your girl
Yo.
can take us to Earl's Wieners." She'd
That
be.
nigga said, did you feel
I
abused?
never tell on her.
You feel
You ain't never tell on the right.
That nigga said
We stayed together 9 years. We stayed together about 7, 8 years. We were together about 7, 8
This
years.
nigga still said.
Hey, man, I'm
You
just
didn't-
wondering because they
you
saying
didn't
these
feel
they saying it's
abused?
abuse.
He said you didn't feel abused. Was you sitting in the
I was
court?
honored.
Was you sitting in the corner after holding your swipe with your leg crossed like
Shivering and shit.
she just touched me inappropriately?
Oh, my
Nigga was like, man, nigga, that man,
Not in the hood.
she did some things to me, nigga. I will be for the rest of my
Made it
life.
hard for me to
Ain't
talk
no-
to somebody my
hey,
age.
Hey, ain't I better not run into no bitch my age, cause I would be like,
Yeah,
shit.
you gonna
Miss Mary did this and
man.
she did this.
Miss
Little
Parker.
girl gonna be looking like, what the fuck?
Miss Parker was real, man. That Friday scene was real. That was
This is
reality.
featuring Ukaipa, man, that just got cracked for having sex with a 16-year-old student.
And
A Ukaipa high school teacher has been arrested for unlawful sexual intercourse with a minor. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department
Oh, that's down the street.
identified
He's
the teacher
16.
as
He was
38-year-old
already
teacher
stroking.
Vanderhoof.
Yeah, that's why she picked him.
he was already stroking.
She 38 years old.
Nigga, that was proper. He was like, oh, he was getting everything.
And he had all the J's.
Because
when
he
they
was
came out. That's all
at
it
six,
cost her was some
you know, at
Jordans.
16, depending at 16, depending. Oh, so he was probably a white kid. So he probably wasn't getting everything that comes to offer with that age, with his age group. He
Yeah.
probably had a little pussy experience, little finger banging, whatever. But at that age, 38, nigga, she doing all the
And
tricks.
she won Teacher of the Year award in
I
2017.
bet she did.
Yeah, because
shit,
she is really schooling the
schooling the
pupils.
kids.
She's helping the pupils advance, man. Leave her alone.
Investigators believe that there may be additional victims. Them niggas like, I ain't saying
They
nothing.
not
Nigga,
victims.
shit. Steadily, man. See, if y'all was smart enough, you would have kept your mouth quiet. Everybody would have been getting extra
Y'all
credit.
messed up the church's
You would have
name.
been getting extra credit in class, but somebody had to go ahead and blow the whistle. And she was probably serving a few, like
And I'm
she
gonna tell
said.
you how I got caught. It was some nigga that wasn't used to
Somebody
that
that-
went and showed some. Look at this. Look at this. You know
Yeah,
how I
yeah,
did
yeah.
this.
Yeah, she done
Some
said
other nigga got jealous.
she done
told.
sent him some
Got they
pictures or
told,
something.
yep.
She done sent him some pictures, and like she said, it was multiple victims. So she done hit the wrong one, and he done went and showed Tommy or somebody, and Tommy got mad because he was like, "Damn, I thought it was all me."
Oh, me, instead of just tripping. Because I'm going to tell you.
And she giving a couple of niggas
They
A's.
wanted their turn.
I'm going to tell you.
And she was the turn.
When I was in
She
college.
was the turn. When
when I
niggas
was
get
in
to
college,
when
it was
niggas
like
get to a
it was
certain grade, they tell you,
Yeah.
"We gonna send you to Miss Mary. She gonna take care of you."
Homeroom?
She was the thing.
Yeah.
It'll take care of you.
She was the rite of passage when you turned 16. We gonna send you to Miss Mary, and she gonna do you good.
Attention will never be the same.
I'm telling you, dog. You know what's crazy though, dog? All this stuff, man. It's like Bill Cosby situation, man. Seemed like it just opened up a floodgate for everybody to come out. Oh, and it's a former Playboy model. Victoria Valentino has publicly accused
69
Cosby of
years old.
drugging and raping her in 1969, and accuses in Nevada playing legal action thanks to look-back window laws. See, this look-back window law, dog, is really a
That's them
violation
loopholes.
of motherfuckers' right, dog.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause who's to say there's some shit a nigga might not even be thinking about? Let's say you accidentally bumped into a broad a year ago and you bumped up against her booty, not on purpose, but you walk past, oh, this nigga Eiht touched my ass 10 years ago.
So what state is that law cracking in?
Man, that's
A
out here in
federal law.
California. Let me see the look back.
Because, you know, okay,
Yeah,
so I
they
thought his
trying
other
to,
cases was in Philly. This a California woman tripping?
Yeah, because it had. She said 1969.
Damn. The birth of Crippin'. You, you coming with it? That's in Nevada?
So what they did was they went and filed a case in Nevada.
Where
The incident
bullshit
didn't
is
happen in Nevada, but she's
Oh.
probably staying there or whatever, so you can go file a case.
Wow.
Okay, listen to this. This is why it's important to be looking at those little things that come up in your mail about the different bills and stuff that's being passed, and motherfuckers don't pay attention. On January 1st, 2023, the Sexual Abuse and Cover-Up Accountability Act, otherwise known as California Assembly Bill 2777, went into effect. The law opens up a 3-year look-back window permitting survivors to file civil claims for sexual assault beginning on January 1st, 2023, and ending on December 31st, 2026.
Civil claims. So meaning, basically, you still got time to get your money. We can't put them in jail, but you can get you some bread.
Yep, because of the Me Too movement now, I do think it's some motherfuckers that should be held accountable for some shit that
Of
they may have
course.
done. But some of this shit is gonna get ridiculous, dog. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. We ain't questioning accountability. We questioning time frame and the energy behind what's moving people to us. Everybody energy ain't genuine with this
Now,
shit.
see, if my daughter came to me and told me crying one day that the motherfucker did something to her 8 years ago, you damn right I want that motherfucker to pay retribution. I don't give a fuck. Sometimes it's hard for girls to come forward with certain shit. For whatever reason, dog, it's hard for, especially for women, to come up and say, you know what, this dude has been doing this to me, because it might be a motherfucking family member.
But what's the ceiling on it to where you getting accused of something but didn't do it, but still got to pay because the accusation alone can damage your whole thing or what you got going on
Really, dog,
currently,
yeah, really.
where you just break bread just to make it go away and you didn't even do it.
That's what I'm saying, because I'm gonna tell
You know what I'm
dog,
saying?
it's some niggas that just don't have time for shit like that.
Yeah.
They got a money play going on and they can't afford the bad press. So sometimes it's easy just to ship abroad off $50,000, $60,000. If you just take this. It's like the boy that was playing football. He had to be the dumbest motherfucker in the world The boy that got caught going to massage parlors.
Oh, my guy from Cleveland?
Yeah, the dude that went over to Cleveland,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because they offered him the opportunity. He should have just kicked them bras down. You gonna got a $100 million contract, my nigga. You was supposed to take 5 of that. It's going to break them hoes off.
But I think that the whole state and the organization at the time he was working for supplied him with all his wants, his little fetishial needs until it was time to go. Because if he never was gonna leave that squad, we would have never found out about none of that.
You don't
If
think
he
so?
wasn't leaving the Texans, we wouldn't have found out about that shit.
You know what I still think? I think he should have broke bread.
We wouldn't have found out if he wasn't leaving the damn Texans.
You know what? See, in the statute of limitations
hot.
for sexual assault or rape is 20 years from when the offense was committed. But if the victim reports it to law enforcement, like a police report within 20 years, there's no time limit. So a nigga could have did some shit, dog. You remember when we was kids, dog? You can't tell me you ain't pinched little girls' booties.
And
when
run
you
to the
was a kid.
bathroom and
That
all that old. That was the
niggas
games
did.
you played. How
I'm
go
saying
get
it
it?
was right though, but so if a nigga, so does that say that where if you a 25-year-old nigga, little Tanisha whose booty you might have pinched back in 3rd grade, come back now and say that nigga assaulted me, I'm suing his ass. This shit is getting crazy.
Out of
now.
countless games of how go get it, I can still get booked.
But she saying the nigga drugged me and all kind of, man, these.
Man, Bill Cosby was
I
up there
just
slipping
don't-
Mickeys.
Man, he
My
was giving
thing
them that
is this,
Spanish
listen.
fly, man.
My thing is this. The regard, like I said, now I'm not gonna, we're not gonna speak ill of the female because it doesn't matter. It don't matter, and it's still and whoopty. But my thing is, why now? Like, no time limit, whatever. It's not right, whatever. But lives have changed. Bill Cosby, 1,000 years old.
Come on, man. We thought
What
he
you
was going to
wanna-
die in prison.
What you
He
want?
survived that.
So at the end of the day, this is what I said. What's the end game? Okay, because you want to go back and you want to prove that he drugged you in 1969. Okay, you didn't say nothing in 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
5
6,
presidents
7, 8.
ago, this man touched you. Drugged you, allegedly.
And y'all was all getting drugged.
You wasn't even jumping in the boat with all those bras in 2018.
What was it? The Playboy mansion situation? Shit,
on,
they
man.
was all partying at the
And ain't no
Playboy
telling
mansion.
ain't no telling what she had Bill do for her.
Like,
They said she was like an act. She was doing something because met in the dressing room.
All I got
Met him in the dressing room after the Fat Albert show or something.
Man,
my
you know,
niggas,
you have
my
to-
niggas, hey, check this out though. My niggas was cold with the Mickeys or something. What they was doing, man. They
Have you
was
ever listened to a
cold with
Bill
it.
Cosby
As
album?
a- Still,
Hey,
what was they doing? Dropping something in the
Have
drink?
y'all ever listened to? Have you ever listened to a Bill Cosby album? Have you ever listened to a Bill Cosby
So
comedy
wait
album?
a minute.
No,
Hey,
hey,
no,
I'm about to
just-
tell you. I'm about to tell
No,
you.
real talk
I'm
though.
about to tell you, hey.
Bill Cosby, like
Yeah.
he was a star,
Listen to
right?
his albums.
He was a star,
He
right?
talked about that on the jokes.
Look, yeah, he was a,
Yeah.
I think it was a star right back then. Sidney
Yeah.
Poitier movies. He was
Bill
doing
was
all.
Jay-Z, Jamie
Like,
Foxx.
Why
know
you
what I'm saying?
why you drugging the hoes? Just offer the bitch a couple of dollars, man, to get you some pussy.
Come on,
Why he
man.
in there? He won't. Hey, still he
Talk
want
like
him
Fat
like
Albert
this.
in the
huh?
bedroom.
He want him like this. Look, still he want him like this when he walk in.
He want him laid out and ready, man. He ain't got no time for no.
Hey, still
no
he just want-
dialogue.
he just want
No
me in there
dialogue.
Just, he
No
just want me in there just taking it. He just one nigga want her in the
No
look, He want her in
talking.
the court. Look, he start off like this. He walking in.
Straight
He start
cadaver.
doing like this on her.
There she go. All right, she ready.
Let me pull that clip up. Let
She
me-
ready. She ready. She ready.
Look, Kato. Then he start doing one of these with the jacket. He start.
Pulling off that cashmere. No, he got the sweater on.
Yeah,
he got the sweater on. Hey,
He started zipping the sweater, and then he make one grab for that breast.
All from
he
a
take
coke-
that bare breast out. It's probably just bare, and he just grabbing on
wash
it.
it down with this Coke.
She like,
Take this spoonful of pudding.
Hey, she probably over here just, He like, oh yeah, she ready.
Wake up with the money on the dresser and the tuition paid. He gone.
She wake up, the titties is out.
Yeah.
The skirt pulled up. Bill over there eating some Jello pudding.
What you mean? What you talking about? I was sitting right here the whole time on the phone with Camille. Soon as you said something, I was right there.
That nigga done got him something. He done got him something and slid out the door when the bitch wake up. She finds him, what the fuck is gonna happen? Bill on set somewhere.
He up in there got his Fat Albert voice going on
the
the
set and Fat Albert.
Hey.
Hell, man. During the segment, Cosby recalls hearing the myth of Spanish fly as a boy. It's believed to be an aphrodisiac that could, in Cosby words, light up women. The routine turns more unsettling when Cosby fast forward to his adult life when the TV show he starred in, filmed in Spain, according to Cosby. Both he and a co-star Bob Cupp couldn't wait to get their hands on some Spanish fly to use on women in the land of Spanish fly.
And she done drunk
the same shit.
She done drunk that whole fifth.
Yeah.
Nigga. And she over in the she just
ready.
Nigga
See,
done.
Playing sleep.
Done. Yeah.
Dog.
Playing
Dog,
sleep.
when you got drinks and good smoke, dog.
My nigga
This
said-
nigga was making bras pass out.
My nigga, what my nigga Kato said, she playing
sleep,
nigga.
man.
She ain't really sleep. She just
She
over
down
here,
that fifth.
man.
She done down it before. She used to it by now.
man.
If you're attracted to me, you got high tolerance anyway.
That nigga said, nigga, come on, man.
on,
Hey, nigga said.
He don't want all that dialogue. He want to get straight to the
My
point.
nigga
I've been reading
said,
scripts
nigga,
all
she
day.
That nigga get that fifth, go to that room, nigga, and she be drinking. Nigga.
How much is
Bing,
your
bing,
college
bing,
tuition?
bing. Next thing you know, baby be over there loaded like a motherfucker. Nigga still stop playing.
What about the women that knew Bill get down and was trying to get the bills?
Like, nigga, give me that.
Slide me
She
to
like, niggas,
NBC.
fly me up, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, wake me up, nigga. Let
Wake
me
me up
be
when
under
Bill
the
get here.
I'll be under the table somewhere, just
Yeah.
fucked up.
Well, this is what the woman said. She said she met Cosby in 1969 when she went for an audition after her 6-year-old son died. She said she remembers telling Cosby about the death of drowning, but didn't hear from him again until she and her roommate ran into him at Cafe Figaro in Los
Ran into
Angeles.
him.
I was surprised, but he saw me sitting there crying because I was having a hell of a day, she said, referring to her grief over her son. Cosby offered to pay for a spa for her and her roommate. Valentino said and offered to take them to dinner afterwards. She said that she didn't want to go, but that it appeared that Cosby, who had just started the hit show I Spy, seemed sincere in his offer. We weren't looking for a date, but you know, when a big star of the popular television series is offering to reach out
I
to you,
spy, baby.
seemingly in sympathy, you know,
Nigga,
you kind of can't
orange
turn
in
it
these
down,
parts.
she said.
Come on, man. And he was running the game back then.
He was like, oh, yeah, you can take you to dinner, baby.
She said she didn't want to go, but she said, how
You
could I
wanted to
refuse
go.
the Star? Huh? Let me see. She said that she began grasping at Cosby, who was out of her. Hold on. Okay, here you go. And at dinner, Cosby offered her and her roommate a pill and said it would make them all feel better.
Offered.
Yeah, baby.
Valentino
He
said-
offered.
Come on, baby.
Hold on. She said that she believed he faked taking his own pill and that he put a second one directly in her and her roommate's mouths. They began to feel unwell and asked to go home, Valentino said. But instead of driving them home, she said Cosby took them to a townhome where he said he wanted to show them his I Spy awards. Valentino said
Yeah.
she thinks she must have passed out after Cosby got them out the car because she said she woke up in a room with Cosby sitting by her roommate. He looked like he was getting ready to pounce on a little mouse, she said. Then I saw a bulge in his pants. I knew he was trying to rape her while she was unconscious. I just felt very protective of her, and I tried to distract him. She said that she began grasping at Cosby, who was out of her reach, and that she couldn't quite form her words in her state. Cosby then came over to her, she said, seemingly angry at her attempts to stop him. Valentino said that she stood up. She immediately felt her legs collapse beneath her and ended up kneeling in front of Cosby, who was on a love seat. Cosby then orally and vaginally raped her, according to her retelling in her lawsuit. So she said that she was so weak she just fell down in front of his knees.
And he got it.
So was she more mad that he faked take the pill, wanted him to be off the pill too? Because if he offered the pill and you took it,
She said she
first
let
one.
them put it in their mouth.
yeah, that's and then
said,
why?
So I don't understand how does that stand, because it's not like he slipped something in a drink and she didn't know about it.
Yeah.
he told her
This gonna
this
make
is
you
a
feel
pill
better.
that's gonna make you feel better. He didn't say it's a Tylenol or aspirin. The nigga said this gonna make you
At a
feel
restaurant,
better. And
in
he
public.
put one in her mouth and in the homegirl mouth. Now, she could have instantly said "Pfft," and spit the motherfucker out.
Or could have not took it.
Or she could have said,
Are you mad that the homegirl got it before you?
no, she mad. No, it seemed
horrible, man.
no, it seemed like
Just saying.
it seemed like this is just a futile money grab or
Yeah.
something. It is because first of all, it's happening almost 30 years later,
1969. Hell no, it's 50-something years later.
whatever.
Half a century.
I'm not
50
doing.
some years
I'm
later.
not breaking down math right
2
now.
years.
So
I got
fuck
you.
it. 52 years later, she decides.
Enough is enough. Tired of this shit.
I just want to
No, again.
reiterate.
Hold up. 52 years later, after admitting that he put the pill in her mouth, he didn't force it.
Sat it on the
She
table.
never said
Slow it down a little bit, Brian.
Sat it on the table.
he never said
Yeah.
he forced it in her mouth. She said he faked taking his own pill, and he proceeded to put a pill in the homegirl's mouth and one in my mouth. So you could have
Spit it out.
easily spit it out.
How
Or when
dare
the
you.
nigga hand come into your mouth, you could have been like, no, I don't want that. But you hear her say, but it's Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
You
that's
get
what I'm
me?
saying.
And I want to see those I Spy
Bill
Awards. I
Cosby,
gotta see the I
famous
Spy
nigga
Awards.
From the I Spy.
And she wanted to see the award.
So who's gonna tell him no? Right?
In 69.
That's what she's looking at.
And the way she described it, that she fell right in front of him when he was in a love seat on her knees and he just put his dick in her mouth. Okay, here you go. Andrew White, Cosby spokesperson, accused Valentino in a statement Thursday of having no proof of facts and of going from town to town with her allegations. He also alleged that the legislation that allowed her suit was a violation of Cosby's constitutional rights. Cosby has consistently denied all allegations of sexual misconduct. What graveyard can Mr. Cosby visit in order to dig up potential witnesses to testify on his behalf? Wyatt said. America is continuing to see this as a formula to make sure that no more black men in America accumulate the American dream that was secured by Mr. Cosby. Valentino pushed back against accusations that the allegations against Cosby, whom 60 women have accused of sexual assault, had anything to do with his being black. Andrew White has tried to make it seem as though it's about race, but it's not about race, she said, adding that Cosby was an equal opportunity rapist and probably the most prolific serial rapist of the 20th century. This is about rape, not race. All them 60 women can't be lying, my nigga, though.
I'm not saying they're lying.
I
Because
just think that everybody
look,
has a choice at the end of the day.
you
though.
can't say that. No, I mean I don't know. Like I said, but how many my nigga had accused him? How many accused Deshaun? 30, 20?
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So to say you get me,
And then it's a thin line between the niggas
Oh,
saying you lying and then saying that
and this not
that was
even
a lifestyle.
this
at
ain't
that
even
time.
1969. This was what a couple of
Yes.
years ago. You had what over 20 women accused Deshaun of sexual assault, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is after what? After he
And
said
all we
what?
trying to get clear is,
When-
okay, when is what's the cutoff far as they say you can just accuse
Fuck
from the
it.
past when you want to, but okay, if you
Fuck
can
a
just,
cutoff because
yeah.
as a woman you can,
say-
you can
yeah.
say whatever. Again,
But-
this happened 50-something years ago. Deshaun happened what? A couple of years ago?
couple years ago.
You had over 20-something women said he sexually assaulted him. How many
Massages.
how many criminal cases came up about it?
None. All civil.
And it was all, that's
All
all this is
civil.
about. This ain't about no
All
criminal
civil.
stuff. This is the former Playboy model. She was a Playboy model. Look at Bill, how he looking, man. Bill is looking like this. Look at this. Look how Bill's face look.
Bill, like, I don't remember that
I don't
ass.
remember that.
He said, I don't remember that ass. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
And what is, and like I said, not to say it's wrong,
Bill was
whatever.
laughing.
Bill, like, I don't remember
Camille's
that
still
coochie.
rocking with him.
Yeah, Bill's ass went and ate some pudding after he did that shit.
And they go
He don't
in
remember?
the corner, chocolate pudding on their ass. Nigga like,
I mean, I seen the surviving Bill Cosby
like,
documentary.
that nigga was like,
you know what I'm saying? I
another
get it.
one.
It's just a cold thing.
He's the original Khaled.
The
He said,
original. Another one.
while he was eating his pudding. Another one.
Bill said, y'all motherfuckers leave me the fuck alone.
I'm not tripping.
That nigga said, have a pudding pop and a smile.
Hey, you know what?
Man, I said I'm a coke with a smile. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, before we get in any further trouble, because I know it's going to be some motherfuckers.
Yeah, they gonna say you and that guy.
We gonna go in and shut it down, man. Thank
I
y'all.
don't give a
for
fuck.
Just another week.
I don't give a fuck. Have a pudding pop and a smile,
have a
nigga.
coke and a smile.
Oh, you know what though? I do want to talk about before we go. I know we done been going back and forth over this 200th episode, but me and Eiht wanted to do this shit the right way for the people. So we still having the 200th episode, but we gonna combine that with the 30th anniversary of Menace to Society.
Yeah.
We gonna have a live event with the homeboy Tyron Turner, where we gonna be up here talking to him about Menace 30 years later. Ticket details coming soon. It's gonna be in Hollywood because there was a lot of people hitting me. Why y'all doing it way out there and this and that? But we about to have some pretty epic shit going on. Some pretty.
My
epic
mama.
Shit. It seemed like it's 30 years. That was 30 years ago, Eiht.
Hell no.
Just like yesterday, huh?
Yeah. I mean, for the fact that it was it's a prolific movie, you know.
Yeah.
A movie that really, expressed what was going on with a lot of young men going through that transition of trying to, find themselves, growing up in the hood, I keep saying, and becoming a certain age. A lot of niggas start gang banging way early before that, though, in the movie Menace. My nigga was graduating high school. It was a lot of motherfuckers, who started banging 11, 12 years old. So, just showing, the transition, living with your grandparents or your parents and growing up in the hood and, all his friends and influences was niggas from the hood. So it's just, like I said, some of us make it out and then a lot of us don't. A lot of us had to walk that thin line of toting that rag and that, and claiming the hood. So,
You had to audition for that.
yeah, I had to audition. Movies, the hood movies was getting popular at the time. What I say, we had Boys in the Hood, we had Juice, they had South Central.
Yeah.
They had Trespass with Ice-T and
about that, yeah.
Cube and them. So the hood movies was getting kind of popular. So, everybody know the Hughes brothers, Allen, Albert, started their career with shooting Tupac videos, and New Line basically gave them a deal to do the movie, but they had to put Pac in it. They told the whole story on the little Pac special.
Yeah.
But I had to audition, and being a West Coast rapper, growing up in Compton, them, seeing the box and hearing, the videos and all of that. They saw me probably on a video and figured like, yeah, let's get him in. So I think it was out of me and Ren that was written for the part of AWACS.
That was dope. The Villain in Black.
Yeah, so it was out of me and Ren to read for AWACS, and
Ren got that cold voice too.
I don't know if Ren
had a part for
I don't
it
know if
anyway.
Ren couldn't do it or he was, not feeling it or whatever, but they called me back a second time. Then they called me back a third time, and then that was it.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. It don't seem like it was 30 years ago, but I can't picture nobody else playing AWACS but you.
Nah.
It's like that character was meant for you.
Yeah, shout out to, like I said, I just talked to them too. It was a good experience. You get what I'm saying? And now that it's the 30th year anniversary, it seems like it's kicking up a lot more right now than when it first came out. Because, you know, a lot of people, you know, whether, you know, you're in our generation or the newer generation is getting this, is able to see it now. And that's how you connect with a lot of the younger generation, you know. They watch it on Netflix or wherever they can get it, you know, and they see the music or they hear about MC8 or whatever. So, you know, it was a good experience, man. And not only that, it was a good movie because it told about what was going on with the culture of West Coast in the state of gang banging and just like I said again, growing up in the neighborhood with, you know, who were your influences and all that shit. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, it's going to be epic, man, and we will have details for that, man. And thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Gangster Chronicles podcast. Make sure y'all hit our Instagram page up at the Gangster Chronicles podcast. Go look at our videos on YouTube at Digital Soapbox Network on YouTube. Make sure you go follow Kato's crazy ass on this page. What's your Instagram, Kato?
California_official.
And we do have we gonna have an announcement in the week for y'all regarding the Gangster Chronicles show coming to radio. Coming to radio, Wake Your Punk Ass Up Radio. It's a bunch of exciting shit going on. But when we had the full details, we hit them up with you and we out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, my mama.
This Gangsta Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes.
If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth.
Gangsta Chronicles, this is not your average show.